Thank you all so much for joining us. Now on the stage with us is Arcade Commons, them with j0kerr.
Hello, everyone. We are Arcade Commons. We are a educational nonprofit based out of Brooklyn, New York. And what we do is we are trying to democratize the creation of independent video games. We think that games should be accessible in person and keeping that spirit alive while also making sure that independent developers have the tools that they need to get their games into in front of people, back into arcades where they belong. We all have a lot of nostalgia for that. It's been an exceptional honor to work on this project. Lilith has been so kind and trusting with us with her game. I know that she put her heart and soul into this project, and we thought we had to do the same. The three of us up here are just a small part of this organization. Over 20 people have put probably a couple of thousand hours into making this come to life. We are completely volunteer. There is no income was involved in the making of this. Don't do this. Don't do this.
Kids don't try this at home.
We'll keep doing it, but I don't recommend it. And I'm gonna pass it off to Josh Simons, who did a lot of the detailing and just general production on the cab that you're about to see.
Hey everyone, thanks for having us here. With us is Matt Fry. He was the lead designer for this cabinet. He's really the mind that gave vision to this thing. So Matt, let's show this thing off.
Yeah,
let's do it.
Yeah, so
you
want
to do a countdown?
Let's
do
this.
You want a countdown? All right, hang on.
Hold on.
We'll do a countdown. 3, 2, 1, yag. All right, 3, 2, 1, yag!
So this is our baby girl.
Yeah, so we've been working on this for the past few months. There's a lot of detail in this cabinet. We did custom upholstery, stained glass. There's faux brass fittings. A whole bunch of just love and attention went into this. So be sure to check everything out when it's out on the floor, and touch everything.
Yeah, so tonight at 9:30, we have a panel over in panel room 2 where we're going to be talking about the construction of this, go through the whole process. Pretty much everyone up here is going to be at it. You'll be able to see the cart up there. We have a little bit more cleaning up that we want to do before it hits the show floor, but tonight, after the panel, it's going to be making its way down into the Arcade Commons space in the back of the Indie Arcade. We're going to get it set up for everyone to play for the whole weekend. All right, j0kerr, you're up.
I guess I'm
Let's
up.
do it.
So,
yes!
All right.
It should be noted that outside of Arcade Commons and the dev of the game, no one else has played this game and it has never been speedrun on before.
Yeah, we're not going to be doing a full speed run. We are actually showcasing the full-on arcade mode. So we'll do. Let's see. We'll do Angel Graveyard. How about that? And yeah, go ahead. So I want to give a big shout outs first. So the fodder is available. Unfortunately, the lever that gives us the option to use the fodder, it does not work. But Bunlith is a character. Bunlith is in the game. We're going to be playing as Bunlith, and I mentioned it before. We're going to be playing Bunlith with the birdcage, maybe. Looks like it. Oh, the timer might have ran out. Here, can you drop me back down? Again, working out all the bugs. Yeah, I think it. Yeah, so again, working out all the bugs for the arcade mode. There we go. All right. So I've been briefed on the controls, but I have not actually done this. This is the first time I'm getting to play it. So this has never happened before. All right.
here's the great thing. Speedrunning is nothing but starting with a crash course and just trying to get faster.
So there is a lever here that you will need to use. I've been told the pulling down gives you the drift, pressing up gives you your boosts, and then there's a little trigger on it that you can use for your items. There we go. And so I'm doing the graveyard because I don't actually do this fully in the game. You'll notice, so this is the first boss fight arena. And we don't typically play through the actual course. We end up stopping here at the graveyard after we do one lap, and then we do the graveyard in the boss fight. And so here is the full course as it was designed to be played. And it's going to be a little bit, it's actually really interesting to try to play and not have to continually try to snake and get my extra drifts in. But I'm looking at this, and there's, you know, all the light. There's all sorts of lights going off, things going on. I know it's not quite working right now, but I know that they were intending on having the start button be an actual ignition switch, which is just again a really neat design. Let's see. There is a button here for there is a first-person mode as well.
Yeah.
Which. And the fact that Lilith programmed this first-person mode in and actually did it very low to the ground like you would in a regular kart is fantastic. It looks, oh my gosh, this is so weird. It's weird in a good way. I'm not used to this. I don't play in first-person mode, so seeing it like it is, oh wow, with the gun, yes, with the gun animation. I'm so glad I used it. That is so neat. We'll be winding up here. Looks like we got way ahead of the crowd too, so just gonna finish up this time.
Yeah, let's go, Budlin!
So Lilith unfortunately was not able to join us because she did end up getting sick, so
everyone send Lund to Bunlith at home.
the first official initials in the game.
Yes!
If it weren't for a lot of things, obviously I probably wouldn't be running this game. I wouldn't be playing it. One of the things I want to give a big shout out to a community called Binary Breakers. I am one of the admins of the community for the community lead, but it is a group of non-binary speedrunners. We focus mainly on people who are, who are non-binary or any kind of breaking the gender binary, and we'll just do random, and we'll see what we get. And so if it weren't for my fellow binary breakers, Ruby Heart being one of them, I would not be continuing to speedrun to this day. If it weren't for the Indie Horror Society community, I would not be running Nightmare Kart.
And chasing Nicholas.
As he's flailing around.
With his fiery feet, or as it looks on screen, fiery butt. It's very confusing from this far away.
So this also is a course that is not done. This is the Mirrorlodian Sewer. These are the Mirrorlodian Sewers. This is not used in the campaign. So this is, I think, only the second time I've really done this course. Also, this is very distracting with the melee weapon right in front of you. So I'm going to go ahead and flip this back. Oh, hey, we got a werewolf. But yeah, so if it weren't for the Indie Horror Speedrun community, I would not be as focused into this game as I am. Once again, shoutouts to the Hobo Mice, the biggest proponent of this game as well. He's done a lot of glitch hunting. He's the current world record holder for both the submit life and the refuse percent categories, I believe. He's done a lot to help push this game forward, finding a lot more tech, working with community members to get the game the exposure that it really deserves. Obviously big shout outs to Lilith, Bunlith. Obviously she built an amazing game here. How was I didn't realize I was in first place. She has built an amazing game essentially from the ground up on Unreal Engine, and watching her dev streams of it have been really eye-opening in terms of how development works on an independent game, even using an engine like Unreal. And so it's been really fun. Again, she's working on DLC, which is expanding the amount of tracks that she's doing, and the amount of work that she's doing is essentially expanding it into a full secondary campaign. So that will be very, very fun to play through and watch and see. I'm not sure exactly when it will be released, but I know she's still working on it. And I know this. Okay, yeah. I want to try to hang out here because I know this course has the upper shelf. I want to see what some of these are like up here up on the upper shelf. But shortcut. Maybe. Huh? Okay. All right. I think that's a left turn. Also, again, shoutouts to the Noble Demon. This music is some of the best I've heard in any independent game, let alone a kart racer. It's just very fun. This has been a blast. And I know we're a little bit behind on time because that's what speedrun marathons do. If any speedrun marathon goes on time, it's a miracle. Ask me how I know. So we'll probably only do one more course maybe, and then we'll go ahead and wrap things up and get ourselves on to our next runs, because I know we've got a bunch of amazing other runners here and amazing other games. Ruby Hart, go ahead and tell us about your game that you're going to be running later on.
Oh, sure.
Yes.
Hi. So I've been mainly here to boost up j0kerr and Lilith, but I also am interviewer with Games Done Quick, and I'm going to be speedrunning Shadow of the Colossus Boss Rush tomorrow at 8 p.m. EST. So if you are a big fan of big boys going down really quickly with aggressive stabs and yeeting, come join me.
All right, I will do one more course, and then we'll. So the PSI Tri-Code. I used to own and run a esports organization. We called it Poseidon Esports, and that was the Tri-Code. And I just kind of liked using it because it felt nicer. I'm gonna, you know what?
Final map, make it count.
We're gonna do the boss fight demo.
Yeah, let's go.
We're gonna see what the boss fight is like using this. And I'll let the cutscenes play through. Because again, Lilith did amazing work on these cutscenes.
Oh, I'm so glad we get to show that off.
It's so cool.
What a good camera shot.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
Let's go. And you have that same big build-up leading up to it. So as j0kerr was mentioning earlier, this is a much, much harder section because unlike earlier, we got to see Painbow Road, pretty simple a la the N64 Rainbow Road. This is more like the GameCube one that had no rails ever, and you just had heart palpitations the entire time you were playing it with your friends. So we're going to give j0kerr a minute here to get up to the boss fight. But for anyone who is interested in playing this and getting into Nightmare Kart, I know that we've mentioned the ways that you can play it online on Steam, but otherwise if you were here in person at magFAST, you can play the cabinet later. You got it.
I swung the sword just a tiny bit too early. Let's see if it gives it a... Yeah, we'll get another try here. So it does track down your insight if you die here during even the campaign mode. So it looks like we'll get like 3 tries. Honestly, I should be fine to make it through. It's a lot easier on the normal cart, surprise, surprise. We're not having to handle a boar that doesn't want to follow you where you're going. So this actually is not nearly as, it's still tricky. It's still difficult because it's a platformer in a kart, but it's not nearly as bad as it could be otherwise. There we go. We're good. Yeah, and the whole, also you cannot fall below a certain speed. There's that little red section in the bottom left. If you fall below that for whatever reason, once you start going, you will explode and you will die and have to restart it.
Joker, you need to stop scaring me like this.
It's fine.
Is it?
Yeah, we're fine. So the trick is, when you do play this at home, the trick is the melee weapons give you a boost forward. So you want to use the sword to give yourself extra boost to cross some of those platforms. Especially there at the end when you have no enemies, you want to make sure you're dashing forward. And yes, the Miralodia is on a tiny truck tricycle. It is just as absurd as it looks, but it is just as fun.
Listen, if you were a giant shadow creature, would you not also want a tiny truck tricycle? I'm just saying.
Oh, this is actually going to
Enjoy
be...
the little things in life.
This is going to be a little bit of a longer boss fight because I don't have the tricks with the controller to continue to build up Aether Vials, so we'll, it's fine.
What's your favorite feature about the cabinet tactily while you're playing it right now?
So as like the innovation to have, instead of like a the Mario Kart or any other like action kart racer arcade cabinet where they have like a button for the boost and a button for items, I love having this switch. This lever, now that I'm playing it, actually feels really good to use, and especially the going back and forward for boosting, going back and forward for drifting, and pulling the trigger for the items. It feels very different. It's an innovative take on it. I don't even know where you are. Where are you, woman?
She's hiding.
Girly, where are you? There you are.
Ah.
There we go. All right, first half done.
Nice.
So now she hides back in the shadows. She brings out homeboy with the sniper. And we
legally distinct homeboy with the sniper.
Yes.
Yep.
We actually. Oh, uh-oh. We will. That's not supposed to happen. That's okay.
What's not supposed to happen, Joker?
Part of the handle is becoming detached. We'll get that fixed here.
Yep.
And again, this is essentially like a live preview version of what the final cabinet will look like. So there are a couple small little bits and things that aren't either working in the actual arcade mode version or the cabinet itself that will be fixed in like the final production, or that may be adjusted when final production happens. So keep that in mind as you're playing throughout the weekend. You know, this is what this fight looked like casually the first time I played through. Was before I had any of the extra tricks and knew about any of the extra things. This is what it looked like. You're trying to avoid Miralodia while also trying to avoid the sniper, trying to drift and build up your Aether Vials so that you can actually use the beam attack on the sword. There we go. We're actually almost done, and we'll call time here once we finish up and get that final attack on Miralodia, so it'll be here in just a moment. Or if I die first, but we'll
Fight to the death. Fight to the death.
Oh, she got me. She got me.
Oh!
All right, and I think we will call time here because we need to get that reattached. But that is, please come to the panel later on tonight, 9:30. There's a lot of really, really cool stuff that they've done with this. A lot of hard work, a lot of time investment, pain, everything has gone into this. these Arcade Commons deserve the world. Give them your support, and please go check out that panel as well. Go check them out. In the Indie Arcade room near the back. Like I said, they also have the Legally Distinct shirt on sale. Go pick 1, 2, a few up for yourself and your friends. They are absolutely legally distinct and amazing. And thank you again for allowing me to be a part of this and a part of this reveal. They've been wonderful to work with, and it's been such a pleasure and an honor. Thank you.